Chapel Hill Deham Infrastructural Debt Fund actually perform well in terms of dividends, and I don't know why their share is actually dropping. So all-time high has always been 118 naira. If you've observed these shares, you can actually make little percent, let's say 5%, but it will not be worthwhile because you need to pay for charges. But that is how it has been doing ever since it got listed. You see, it sometimes will come down to 112, it will shoot again to 118, and that has been the movement. But if you see, we've actually had a huge dip here, which brought it to 101 naira. Let's say $102, sorry, 102 naira. And before the fund actually did a push to this point, which is 111, and currently we are seeing 118, but the price actually closed negative today, despite the fact that they are paying I think 5 naira dividends. They've been doing that for every quarter, and that is an interesting one. And if we take a calculator to actually see what the yield is currently giving us, we'll be able to know if it is worthwhile. And of course, you know, this yield is as a result of development in the market. So let's not talk about this for now. Okay, so this is what we want to say. So they are actually giving 5 naira 20 kobo per unit, so paid to unit holders whose name appear in the register of unit holders as at the close of business on July 24th, 2025. So if you're a dividend hunter, you eat and run, I think this is another game for you. Just come here and eat and run. Nobody will hold you, nobody will ask you any question. You work for the money, and you can do whatever you want. So the qualification date is actually 24th of July, and closure of register is July 25th, and you receive your payment August 1st. So distribution will be paid electronically to unit holders whose name appear on the register of unit holders. So you can come here and use coronation and fill it, do your activation form. So this is an online activation process. So I think this will be kind of easy, except if you are not a Gen Z. Maybe you are from the other world and you're not used to all these things. You still like paperwork. Of course, you can also print the registrar form and fill the necessary requirement and send for you to get this. But let's quickly look at their Q2 and see what they've done. So they actually came out 2017, and also they have unit shares of close to 1 billion, and the last traded is 118. So there is a way you get to this value, but that is not our concern. Our concern is the fact that Q2 is currently giving us 5 naira 20 kobo, and the distribution yield is 21.85%. So if we take a calculator and look at 5.20, and these guys paid quarterly. Guys, let me just give you a trick. You can come here around this period. You've seen the date now. You come, of course, this will be deducted, but mind you, it's going to cover up back, and you can just go out again. So you're getting your what? Your dividend, depending on the unit you have. If you have 10,000 units, you're looking at 50,000 naira. And how much will 10,000 unit cost? I don't tell. Okay, let's do the calculation. So I think this is 5 this, and if you multiply this by 4, because they are paying every quarter, I think this will give you 20 naira. That's 20.80 kobo. So if you have, let's say you have 10,000 units, this is what you're going to go home with in a year. So this is it. You're going home with 208,000. That is, if this money is just lying fallow, you don't have time to check charts, you don't want the noise, you don't want to belong to any group, you know, you just want day, you know, that kind of thing. So all you need to do is to come here and just dump the money, but ensure you go in at a good price. That's what I encourage. As it fluctuates, just be timing it. Or you can, if you use the Lead Trader app, you can use timing first and put 30 days and target a very unique price, like 110. You target 110 and 111. Sometimes you do come around this area, or you do 113. So when it comes around 113, get filled. And now that you know they pay every quarter, you want to ensure that once it's getting close to that month, you want to ensure that you are rightly positioned so that you can even get your dividends and you will still get price appreciation. Like my neighbor will say, you eat thank you and you eat very much. You understand? You join the two together. So that is what you want to do. But you see, you have to be strategic. to avoid the story that happens with Julius Berger. You don't want to fall in that hands. Don't use money that you want to use to take other trade. There are interesting opportunities in the market. So why I'm bringing this is for you to know that opportunity abounds. You can make money in different ways, and I'm going to expose you to all of these ways. And thank God our economy is bouncing back, money is flowing into the country. A lot of, you can see from Q1, you know that these people are making money. Although it's amazing to me too, because in the reality, people are suffering, people are passing through hardship. And when I see billions, and also they are paying billions in dividends, I'm just wondering what is going on. Where is this money coming from? But I'm sure it's human being that is actually spending the money. It's not a ghost. So that is why you need to look at this. So if we quickly jump to their report, let me just show you where these guys where they invest. So they invest in off-grid solar. Let's look at where they put their highest money. So their highest money is in pipeline network. That's where they do 30%. That's where they put the money. You can see how they do the distribution here. So you can see your fund is considerably safe. Let's look at the income. You can see it actually increased from 2024 to 2025. They had an increase in it, and also the distribution paid and payout is higher now. Formerly they paid 8. Let's look. Okay, they pay 8 billion, and now they are paying 11 billion, which is also a good one. And you can look at profit after tax also increase. So these are just some light research for you to know that, okay, this fund, I think they are on their way to doing something nice. Question, can this fund price increase above this? And we are still watching, but for the fact that yield are dropping in other investment arms, like in the FGN service bond, you can see from 18%, almost 20%. Now we are having 16 point something. So that will tell you that money is actually flowing, because as people get back their fund, the fixed income space is no longer too interesting, so to speak. They are now bringing the money into the market. But for safety, not everybody wants to take these risks of coming to the market. So it's advisable you reach out to me if you want to fix your money for a whopping 25%, 30%, 50%. Let's discuss it so that you can lock in your money for a year instead of you keeping it in the bank, so that you'll be able to do what? To get some good returns at the end of the year. So you can also do it for 90 days. You can do for 6 months. You can also do for 1 year. It depends on how long you want to save the money. So we've looked at this, and what do I want to show you guys again? Okay, let's go back. So we've done the calculation. I just want to show that this is giving us what? 21%. So this is just what they are paying first quarter. And I think in this second quarter, I beg your pardon, in first quarter they paid similar amount also, and in second quarter they are paying 520. So there are some funds also that pay twice, and that twice they will collapse what these guys are doing. You know, these guys are paying 4 times. So the other guys will pay 2 times, but it will collapse. For example, if these guys are paying 5.20, maybe those guys will be paying 10.40 for you to make good returns. So on your own timing, I've shown you guys, I've did a video how to look for all this information. So on your own, you can come and read for yourself. Let me quickly look at the video for you, or I will drop the link in the description of this video. I just pray I don't forget, so that you will be able to watch. Okay, this is it here, so that you can know how to check for these results and for these papers, so that you can study it. So keep warming. I'm preparing my course also that will teach you how to interpret. By the time you see how I interpret financials, you know that it's not just checking about revenue, earnings per share, and profit. That's profit after tax. No, there are a whole lot that comes. That's why sometimes you position before others in terms of seeing the value. So these are some informations I'm going to put in my course. So it's going to be coming out on the 15th. For the financial, for my premium, I started with them. We've done intro to trading view. I introduced everything from time frame, everything here. I introduced it to them. We even go beyond this area. We'll go to back end. We look at heat map. We look at how to even do fundamentals using trading view. So that is just for a brief introduction. So this weekend we are going to do another introduction though, but it's very short, and in that I just want to teach them the key tools they need, and that is all. So next weekend go in depth, and that is what we are going to do. So but I'll do a separate video mainly for the course, so that I'll be able to be in the right frame of mind and do that course for you guys. So that after that course, in fact, most people that will key in the pre-order before the main course will be out by September. In fact, just the 15th to August, you see that you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot. All you need to do is to send me a chat for confirmation. You say, coach, look at what I did. Is it good to go? Then I tell you that good to go. Fire. Then you start firing and start making your money. That is what I want you guys to do. And you can exit my group once you start making money. If you are coming back, you just want to say, coach, I've made a lot, but I just want us to keep interacting. Let me join again. That is what I want you guys to do. So just for the recap, before we start this video, let me quickly introduce myself so that we can start today's video. You're welcome to the Financial Freedom, and my name still remains Investor Joseph. And without wasting time, we're going to talk about the infrastructural debt fund, and we're going to see the dividends they are paying and how many percent, and we're going to look at their earnings and look at their fundamentals to see if they are a good pick for these little dividends that we want to pick. So this is the chart from NIDF, which is Chapter A Infrastructural Debt Fund. So you can see how it has been performing. It has been hovering up and down from 18 to 13. So although it's not too liquid, you know, some of us, when we see stocks like this, quickly want to jump. So these are not stocks that you want to trade. So you want to take position. Most people that actually bought these, they are not selling anytime soon. You understand? They are just enjoying their 20%. You understand? That's what they are doing. So we didn't calculate how much we need to get 10,000 units. Let's quickly do that for those who might be interested. You understand? So let's say we need 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 10,000 times. Let's say we are buying at 115. So if we are buying at 115, we actually need 1,150,000 naira. And that will be an interesting number. So if we want to get that returns, this is what we'll be looking at. So, and this will give us, let's do it this way. Okay, let's do, wow, okay, let's do it this way. Let's do 5.20 times 4. Let's do it that way, times 4. So we have this number. So let's multiply it by 10,000 units of the shares of the fund. So this is 10,000. They will equal to. So we have 208,000. So we are investing 1.150 to make 208,000 naira. So if you bought Elan Lakes, your returns would have doubled now. So if you bought with 1.150, by now you should be sitting above that. And that is what a lot of my community members are sitting on right now. You understand? So that is how to play the game. So if you, instead of keeping money, so this is just, I have money in the bank, it's doing nothing. You get the point. So that is what you want to do. But in the meantime, even though it's doing nothing, at least every quarter, let me just be seeing little things from it. So you divide this by 4, you come and divide it by 4, and you say equals to, then you be every three months you get 52,000 naira just for recharge card, for little things, because money is coming in another way. So with this, I think you'll be able to make your decision, because all what I want to do is to expose you to a lot of this opportunity. Then it's left for you to take your decision. Let's say you make money from Elan Lakes, you make money from FT and Cocoa, you make money from some of all these stocks that we've made money from. Now you just want to put, let's say you started with a capital of 50 million. Now you've been able to turn your 50 million to 150 million. What do you get to do? What you have to do is simple. You just take that your 50 million and dump it in a fixed income asset and continue to trade with that 50 million. Or you take 25 million, so that you increase your trading capital to 75, or you take 10 million. Whichever way, it is your money. You work for it. Mine is just to come here and hold my mic and tell you some few things that will actually help you. So in case you've been watching my video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you're going to find my post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profits. I love you, my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. Hands to earth salute. See you in the next one.